Welcome to the Switch Topics web show, joined once again by the one and only Bearded Gamer. I'm Draco from
What's
Gamer.
going on?
What's going on? How you been?
Pretty good. How you doing?
All right. So, moving in, we're getting deep into September now. So,
Yes.
September's going to be a good month. I think we're getting to the good stuff. Big release last week was Demon X Machina. Have you had a chance to take a look at that one?
I looked at it and I didn't. It doesn't look like anything I would play.
I I agree, and I agree like respectfully to the people that were excited about it. It was sort of hyped as a big deal. You know, it's gotten a lot of coverage and videos and build, and I think as far as giant robot mech type battles, it does look really good. Something about it just I don't know, didn't click for me.
Nah, and they wanted the full price for it, so I was nah.
But I think it's been pretty positively received and well hyped, so I think if you're a fan of the old Zone of the Enders games, it may be worth a look.
See, I didn't play those. I never played those. I hear about them, but I never played them.
They always looked really good to me, but when I would try them out way back, I think it's something to do with like camera controls when you're controlling such a large object in a large scale that the controls can tend to get, they're either going to be great or they're going to be frustrating, and it walks the line. So
cool.
Well, we'll just move into what's coming out next week, and we'll just go down the line here with Lost Castle.
Lost Castle, nope.
A 4-player co-op, and it does have a trailer that I will check out.
Rated E10 for ages 10 and up.
You can customize your character a little bit. Has a mild. Did you ever? And actually, this came out on Switch last week. Did you ever play Castle Crashers?
Man, I love Castle Crashers.
Me too. This has a vibe of Castle Crashers.
I bought Castle Crashers twice. I bought it on 360, and I had to buy the remake on Xbox One.
It feels like it would be part of Game Pass now.
It looks fun.
Yeah. Curious to who makes it, but it, again, it kind of has that, if you like Castle Crashers, this kind of a mix between that and, your classic arcade beat 'em up kind of game. Looks fun.
Heck yeah. That's the only game my wife can hang with me in. It's Castle Crashers.
My wife played all the way through Castle Crashers with me, coincidentally, yeah. It's got just enough like weird cuteness and humor to be inviting to most people. Running at 60 frames per second.
Nice.
Including all. I guess this game's been out for a while because it says.
Bro, and it's only like $8. That's cool.
That's true. Yeah, $8. Not a bad deal. Probably a lot of 4-player co-op. A lot of gameplay for $8. Probably worth a look.
I might add that to my wish list.
Good call. Give me. Oh yeah, okay. I was worried. So, Grid Autosport is now out on Switch, and they have a trailer. I'm curious to see what the moving graphics for something that was. I mean,
let's see what it looked like in motion.
And the answer is not bad. I'm reasonably impressed with what I'm seeing.
Yeah, what I'm seeing. But is that a PC gameplay?
I mean, there's.
Bro, that looks a little too detailed for the Switch. I don't know.
Hey, if I'm to believe what I'm seeing, then this is.
Look at the shadows.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
If I'm to believe what I'm seeing, then this is the best looking racing game on the Switch.
Yeah.
And frame rate looked good too. So.
Yeah.
I think it. I mean, again, you know, I don't know if that's just the generic trailer that all, you know, for all systems, but I would hope that that was Switch footage, and if so, it looked really good. I think Horizon Chase Turbo is my favorite racer on the Switch, and one of my favorite racers in general. Obviously, Mario Kart.
Yeah, I was gonna say you gotta put Mario Kart.
It's sort of in its own world. So, I've not played the Crash. I never played that Crash Team Racing back when it was.
You never played Crash?
I've never played it. So.
Oh my goodness, bro! That game was awesome.
I'm curious to how it's, you know, compares to a Mario Kart.
That's a good question. Mario Kart is like, I don't know. It's like the generic, you know, everybody can play that, but Crash is like, you know, I can't even explain it, obviously, but but I love both of them. I love both of them. They were good.
Crash is on the like it's on the list to pick up if I can catch it at like $20 or something.
It better not be the full price
on either system. You know, whatever gets the best deal on it first, I'll check it out.
There you go.
So Puzzle Quest, this has been around forever. This one of those original match 3s, right? You just kind of shift and slide the orbs around or whatever to match colors. It looks like it has a full-on campaign. Yeah, I don't have anything bad to say about it. I don't have anything. Well, I mean, the one critique I make for this kind of game is if you own an iPhone, then you have these. You know, I'm not a big phone gamer. You know, but when I do play games on my phone, puzzle games seem like they won't let you down. You know, you don't have to worry about the controls as much, so, and your phone is always with you, so these are just lend themselves to be great mobile games that way. Is Devil May Cry 1 on the Switch?
Devil May Cry 1? I think so.
Because Devil May Cry 2 is on the Switch now.
Yeah,
I mean, this is a port of a PlayStation 2 game, so graphically you can't go wrong, really. I actually haven't got around to playing the you know, they did the HD remake.
Yeah, part 1 is on here.
Very good then. So
part 2 is coming.
And here's 2. I forget this girl's name. I forgot the second one you played with this red-haired girl as well.
I didn't get through the first one, bro.
I didn't either. I liked it.
Yeah, it was fun. I couldn't get it.
It fell victim to the I played it for a couple days and put it down and moved on kind of thing that I'm so notorious for. But it sort of looks like just a 1080p version of the original. No big graphical enhancements, but still hard to knock it for what it is.
Yeah.
Police stories. Oh, okay. One of those where the cover picture doesn't necessarily tell you what you're about to get into. It has a little bit of a charm to me, though.
Was that Hyperion Games?
I think so. I think I saw that, yeah. Something about this looks good to me.
Yeah, I can see playing with a buddy.
Yeah. It looks like a good co-op game.
Yeah, like breaching rooms and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Cover fire and all that stuff, yeah. Your friend dies, you gotta...
With a co-op.
The Gears of War him back to life. Diffusing bombs. This is a long trailer.
Yeah, I can see playing this with a wedding. Why does that look like the wrestler? The black guy looks like the wrestler. Man, I will keep my eyes out on that.
Inferno 2. What do you think? Before I click on it, I'm guessing that this is some rhythm game.
Yeah. It's either rhythm. They got a part 1, so. No, it's not a rhythm game. It's an RPG action shooter.
Oh, it's like I mean, I don't guess it's somewhat fair to say like Geometry Wars.
Geometry Wars, that's the game I was thinking.
Which I really like Geometry Wars.
Yes, I love that game. I can't beat it, but I love it.
I kind of like the maze thing that's going on with this one, and how your bullets can bank off the wall.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty fun.
Nice.
Something I would probably never get very good at, but have fun.
Yeah.
Dying on the first level.
Have fun trying.
Yeah. Oh, for $4? Yeah.
$4?
Yeah, yep. Not a bad deal at all.
It's not bad.
Man, it's a big week and we haven't even got to the star of the show yet. Soul Knight. No trailer for Soul Knight.
Nope, no trailer.
That
sucks.
Another pixelated 16-bit looking gauntlet style RPG. Maybe it's a bullet dodge game now that I'm seeing certain screenshots.
Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, all those bullets everywhere. I think so.
Well, you know, without the trailer, it's hard to say much about it. Doesn't look bad. Got a lot of variety.
That looks like Enter the Gungeon. Did you ever play that one?
I'm familiar with it. Never played it.
That's a super fun game. It's bullet dodging, but man, it's so fun.
It got very well reviewed. I know that.
Yes, I loved it.
Yeah, this one could be good. Man, the Switch, I never cease to be amazed by the amount of releases coming out in a given week for the Switch. Sayonara, Wild Hearts.
No trailer.
It looks interesting, that's for sure, but
yeah, the art style.
Like the art style. So it looks like there's really not a lot of. I'm guessing it's kind of like you're always traveling in a direction, just shifting between lanes or something is all I can gather from the screenshots.
Okay.
A pop album video game. Riding motorcycles, skateboards, dance battling, and breaking hearts at 200 miles an hour. I am gonna have some mild interest in this. I'm keep an eye out on it. Have you heard of this one, Overland? Got some news.
No, I haven't heard of that.
So it's a post-apocalyptic kind of game. Where you're trying to travel across the U.S. It's turn-based, so I don't know how that's going to play out. Turn-based survival game, rescue survivors, scavenge for supplies, decide where to go next. There are consequences for every action. Get ready for close calls, dramatic escapes, arguing about whether or not the dog gets rescued. it's been getting a lot of coverage lately. And looks kind of interesting. I don't know if I like the turn-based aspect of this kind of game.
Yeah, the turn-based aspect that sort of kills it.
But it does have a neat visual style and
yeah.
Oh, we're getting there. All right, one-way ticket.
One-way ticket.
Looks like a visual novel.
Yep, it looks good.
Anytime I see a Japanese schoolgirl, I'm thinking, first of all, I click, but also I think visual novel.
Yeah, it looks good too. Perfect for the Switch.
I don't know what I'm looking at, but it looks... Tell me it's a visual novel based loosely around actual events. All right.
It's only $7.
Neon Drive, a slick retro futuristic arcade game, will make your brain melt.
It looks interesting.
Oh, it went from, it does have really cool visuals. And threw me off completely when all of a sudden we're flying through things.
Yeah.
Oh, this someone has some of that futuristic Star Wars cross traffic kind of thing going on in it. It's pretty cool. Looks pretty neat. I don't get all the gameplay changes in it.
Looks neat.
Yeah. How much was it? I forgot to look. $10. Not bad.
$10. Not bad.
All right. I'm gonna save what I think is the best for last.
Okay.
Goodness, there's so many games coming out on the 20th. Okay. Check out Zenith.
We got a trailer.
Rated M for everything.
Let's see, this is a Switch trailer.
Yeah. Oh, doesn't it look kind of like it's trying to be Game of Thrones a little bit?
Kinda, yes, I get that.
See the world, walk around till your feet melt. There's even one of those fancy world map things. Not to mention the countless monsters. Moronic puzzles. Fantasy-haired idiots with giant swords.
Shrek with a beard.
And situations that are on the verge of being a flagrant violation of copyright.
He pimp slapped.
In any case, all that matters is that
Oh man.
go to hell once more. And I'm right in the middle of it all. But hey, I'm a wizard. And that's the kind of shit.
So the dude got superpowers, or
I didn't come away really knowing exactly what this is, other than it seems like a action RPG, kind of not really like Diablo, but really maybe more like the I don't know, not unlike Torchlight, but
no.
Yes, I hope there's a trailer for Untitled Goose Game. I've been following it for a while. No, there's not. So, if,
oh man,
you play as a goose.
Yeah, that's the one you was telling me.
Yeah,
about.
Your job is to just make everybody in town miserable by playing pranks on them or making, stealing their stuff or knocking things over.
Yeah, add that to the wish list.
It looks really fun. It looks really fun and ridiculous. Just a mischievous goose. Love it. What is it? $19.99. Yeah, it's going on the wish list for sure. I got to play it at some point. Oh boy, Teethwag Vera Niemand. That's probably not right. I'm sorry, whoever made this. Sega Games.
Okay.
It does have a trailer.
Rated everyone.
Art. Very art.
I'm gonna go ahead and say no.
I feel like I've just experienced a lot just by watching the trailer.
Yeah. It's got that first person aspect that I don't like about it.
I can't tell if it's, I mean, it's rated E. Is it supposed to be a horror game? Because it is unsettling.
Yeah.
Or is it just supposed to be really trippy? Not for people with epilepsy.
Not at all.
I don't know what else to say about that game. Interesting for sure.
And it's only $8.
Niflheim. Let's just stay in the
Rated T for teen.
European titles.
Niflheim. Is that how you pronounce that?
I think so.
Niflheim.
Choose Glorious Warrior. This is Vikings.
Yeah. Looks like a dungeon crawler.
Well, maybe, but it also is, all he's done is mine so far. And build a house. Okay, we are gonna fight enemies at some point.
At some point, yeah. He just gathering his resources.
This has that Darkest Dungeon kind of style
yeah, it
to
does.
it as well.
That's what it sort of reminds me of.
Okay, not bad.
It's not bad, yeah. If I ever get super bored, that's look like something I'll get.
Yeah, we're just overrun with games at this point, so
yeah, it's gonna be a while.
It really just takes a lot to stand out or be for everyone, but that was not bad for sure. Even Island Maze has its own trailer. Big props to everybody that puts trailers with their games, because it really upsets me when they don't. All right, within also, what I credit the trailer for is within 2 seconds I know exactly what kind of game it is. No, they're not trying to be sly or mysterious. It's like, hey, this game about moving a box around.
Yeah.
You like
you ever
it
play that that game on PS1,
Oh,
IQ.
Yes, just like once briefly.
This sort of reminds me of that, like just moving that cube to the end.
There was another one called like, it had a weird name called like Devil Dice or something on PlayStation 1 that was I think the same thing, where it was just you moved a box around.
Man, I love that game. Like, and the faster they come, you know, the quicker you gotta be. That was fun.
All right, we're up to the big two for the week now. And this one, you know, this one's a port of PS3 game, but nonetheless.
And I gotta get it. I wanted to get it on PS3 so bad.
My only issue here is I'm trying to decide between. Oh my gosh, this game is so good looking.
So pretty, man. Yeah. So pretty.
I'm just trying to decide between Switch and PS4 on this one.
Well, when you want to decide stuff like that, which one can you take? Which one? That's the one you get.
Yeah, I can take my PS4 to work. It's just a lot of trouble. A lot of trouble.
A lot of trouble. It's so pretty, bro. Oh my goodness, this game looks good.
It's you two. Look, one has retrieved one's one.
It's like playing a Studio Ghibli movie.
They want the full price for it too. That's one of the drawbacks I have.
They probably deserve it.
Yeah.
They knew how to make a trailer for it too. Music and excitement.
Everything.
And I'll go ahead.
Oh no, I was saying I was looking for it on PS4, and for some reason, like when Part 2 had came, I was gonna buy Part 1 just to catch up.
Right.
It wasn't on PS4.
Yeah, it's just now. I think it's coming out simultaneous, so PS4 and Switch get it same. I don't know if Part 2 is coming out to Switch. You would think maybe, right?
Yeah, maybe.
Looks great, and you know what? If we're speaking like hours of gameplay, this is the best game that you can get this week.
I got you.
You know what I mean? But now,
yeah,
arguably the best game you can get this week though is this one. Please have a trailer, Nintendo, for Zelda Link's Awakening. You don't have a trailer for Zelda Link's Awakening?
No trailer. Oh
man.
Me. Well, they say it's a remake, so everybody know what to look for.
What do you know what the original looked like?
Nah. Well, yeah.
Oh my gosh, the art style on this game. That's
I like it. A lot of people don't like it, but I like it.
I love it. I don't know what to call it. It's not like claymation, but it's like plastic toys. For everything.
I like it.
I'm in love with this art style.
When everybody was like, you know, I read that everybody was upset. I was like, upset at what?
Right. Are you kidding me? Oh.
And this is the remake of the one on Super Nintendo, right?
No. Let me just show you this real quick.
Okay.
Let me see how quickly I can show you a trailer for some gameplay of. Let's see, Zelda Link's Awakening. Game Boy Color. We'll give it the Game Boy Color treatment. Cool. Playthrough, no commentary. Check out. Oh, and they remade the opening to this, so keep this in mind later as you see it. Like little 8-bit. Link on the high seas. All right, I think I'll be able to find you a trailer that recreates what you're looking at. All right, I'll skip ahead a little bit. All right, so here is the gameplay. Thank you to retrogame.stream for the I have not asked for permission use your video right now, and I make $0 off of it. So what are you gonna do? But big ups to retrogame.stream for this footage that we're using right now. And now,
okay,
all right, you've seen the game now, so now let's go. Let's, Switch trailer. Yeah, okay, that'll work. Oh my gosh, that was so good. I should have not. This was a mistake because I'm feeling like I gotta have this day one now after watching it.
Yeah, it looks fun, man. Is that Mario?
Tanuki Suit Mario. It's got a lot of weird cameos, like, you know, those little cactus things that stacked on top of each other. Kirby makes an appearance in this game.
Oh, nice.
Chain Chomp makes an appearance in this game.
I don't know why, but this one looks better than not looks better, but it seems like it'll be funner than Breath of the Wild. I'm putting it out there.
You know, I think you're not wrong. You know, it's probably not going to be as immersive and deep, but way more accessible. So it's
way more accessible. There you go.
It's one of these, if you have to put it down for a couple weeks and come back to it, you'll still like jump right back into the fun, where you will be punished in Breath of the Wild for not remembering what the heck you were doing the last time you played it.
So Link's Awakening, that's the remake of the one on Game Boy, right?
Yeah, that's the one I showed you first. So it originally came out on Game Boy. I think I'm almost positive of this. Chronologically, it was like the one on Nintendo. There was two on Nintendo, but the second one was weird. So the one on Super Nintendo that looks basically just like it, and
A Link to the Past.
Yeah, Link to the Past, and then so Link's Awakening meant to look like Link to the Past, but with the best that the Game Boy could do.
Yeah. So that's the one I've been playing a lot, like A Link to the Past. You know, with the old school Switch Nintendo games. I've been playing the heck out of that game.
That's really good.
I'm like,
the
wow,
Super Nintendo
this game
one
is good. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was really good. I've played all the way through that one way back.
I said, wow, this game is good. My first time ever playing it, you know, and I got so into it. I'll be playing it at work.
Well, switching topics over to the news of the week. Star Wars Pinball gets a review. What's the quick review score? Fly down to the
Star Wars
bottom.
Pinball.
8 out of 10. I think it was made by the people that do Zen Pinball, so it was going to be a good pinball game if you like pinball games. That's that. So.
Man, I never really liked playing. I played pinball, a real pinball machine, maybe twice in my life, and I just didn't see the hype.
You know, I grew up. I'm just a couple years older than the bearded gamer, but you know, I was fortunate enough to grow up at a time where arcades were a thing, and arcades were big. Like, you know, it was not a small establishment you would go into for some of these arcades. So pinball tables were there, and they were always like, when I somehow had lots of quarters and got really bored of or there was lines everywhere for the games I wanted to play, you could feel like you could go play pinball and it would like last you a few minutes for your quarter. So pinball was always my last resort kind of thing. But some people love it.
Yeah, it was I don't know, you might not know, it was an arcade that was in the mall, the Auburn Mall.
Oh yeah. I've known many incarnations of that arcade in the Auburn Mall.
Yes. And that's why I fell in love with what was it, Mortal Kombat 3?
Okay.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat 3. And man, yeah, I used to like the arcade.
I love that arcade. I miss that arcade. I played all three Mortal Kombats in that arcade. I was around for all of them.
I loved it. I was like, man.
I was around at a time where there was one Street Fighter 2 machine, and you would have to like work your way through a crowd to even get to see the gameplay footage on it. That was
Wow,
a real thing.
okay.
It was really cool. Billy Mitchell, the King of Kong, which is an awesome documentary if you've never seen it. It's
yeah.
It's about the Donkey Kong high score.
Yeah, the Donkey Kong, yes sir.
It's really cool. So
I like the movie. Yeah, I watched that movie.
Yeah, it was a really, really interesting. How much am I going to like a movie about two guys playing Donkey Kong? It's actually really well done.
It was really good. Yep.
Threats to take legal action against high score sanctioning bodies. He wants his high score back. He's such a villain, and I love him.
Yeah.
I don't know if I think I've hit a point where I don't believe his scores anymore, but I still think it's pretty cool.
So both of them, they had a machine at home, right? I'm trying to remember that movie.
I know that Billy Mitchell, they both had good access to it. I think the one guy that was not Billy Mitchell had to like go to a friend's arcade or basement arcade or something to practice. But Billy Mitchell apparently just had all the time access to it. And in the end, he submitted his high score via a recording of somebody stood beside him with a camcorder. Yeah. And he ended up just barely topping the guy who you come to like throughout the movie, the underdog. Underdog. I hate to spoil it, but underdog loses at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
And it's just sad, but then at the same time, Billy Mitchell's such a fun jerk that you can't help but kind of like him a little bit.
Can't help but like him. Yeah, I was like just watching them play. Like, man, those dudes they were at it.
Oh yeah,
they were at it.
Yeah, they capable. And I thought I was good at Donkey Kong until I watched those guys.
Yeah,
it's
I thought
a different
I was
level.
decent.
Yeah, different level when you're playing for scores and stuff. I would just play it. I always play games just to survive through the stage. I was never a score chaser, but it's a different thing when they're just collecting everything along the way. Ubisoft's going to be making more open world games. No surprise there.
No surprise.
Mega Man producer reconfirms next major entry of the series on the way, so we're going to keep the Mega Man going. That's fine. That's good. I think the last one, what was 11, right? Maybe? That came out on Switch.
26, 27.
Yeah. Technically, it is probably 26 or 27, but the one that came out on Switch earlier, either late last year or early this year, did pretty well. Atelier Dusk Trilogy Deluxe Pack. Oh my gosh. All right. Which I've always called Atelier, but I've heard it's pronounced Atelier by one of the guys from Electronic Playground.
Yeah, I would say Atelier.
Yeah. So those are pretty cool RPGs. Balloon Fight versus Castlevania and more to Switch eShop. That's pretty cool. The old Nintendo released a lot of their games in the arcade once they started going, once they like, oh, this is doing really well on our home console in 85, 86, 87. Let's put out an arcade version of it, and they would make it a little harder, a little different. So it's cool to see those coming back.
I seen a few people play that old school Balloon Fight. It looks pretty cool.
It's a fun versus game, I think. Contra Rogue Course has a demo, but it is not co-op, so that's unfortunate. But
yes,
surely the finished project will be. Did you ever play the Divinity games? They're supposed to be a really fun.
I heard they were great. Yeah. I heard they were great.
Kind of Diablo style co-op games. I think I've wanted to try one and never have. It gets a 9 out of 10 for the Switch version of this. So it runs amazingly well. endless ways to approach almost every aspect of the world around you. This is definitely one I need to add to the watch list, but it's also one where I'm like, maybe I can talk. Maybe I'll pull out what we call a moose, and for all the viewers, a moose is where you convince your friends to buy a game to play with you, and then instantly never play the game with them ever again.
Instantly.
You play the game with them for 15 minutes just to lure them in, and then you're like, I gotta go, guys. We'll play more later. And then later never comes.
Oh, man. But yeah, I heard some great things about Infinity.
Nintendo looks like they're, maybe it's not Nintendo, but somebody's making a Switch Lightgrip Case. Which is good. I've got that, who does it? Satisfy grip for my Nintendo Switch, and I can't play without it. It's so good.
Man, I still don't have a grip for my Switch.
Oh, you're going to catch the arthritis? You need to get one. For as much as you take yours with you, you almost exclusively play in handheld mode, so you would benefit from one. I'm about to... I'm gonna send the link to your wife and tell her to put it on your Christmas list. This is the killer Christmas gift. You're welcome.
Oh, man, I'm still thinking about that Link trail. I want this game now. That Link.
I know it's next Friday.
Next Friday.
Let's see.
Man, all these games coming out. I'm gonna need a third job.
Tell me about it. Fire Emblem revised their dialogue. That's interesting. I don't know if I'll be able to see it in time.
Have you played any of those games?
I've tried. The problem with them, I believe that they're great. I really do. But they are one of those games where it's trying to teach you things for the first 5 hours. It's like tutorials. Yes. And I'm like, I am not in the mood for this. I just want to play the game. I don't mind the story, but all this like, let's just spend 30 minutes teaching you how to press the A button. I can't do it.
It's they're good. It's just that I don't know. I played which one was it? Wasn't it one on the 3DS?
Yeah, there was. There might have been more than one. Awakening, I think, was the one on 3DS.
Mm-hmm. And I played a demo for this one. The Switch had a demo, I think, or something like that. And there was one on mobile. I tried that one, and every time I felt the same way about it. It's like, I can't do this.
Here's the shift in dialogue. The original dialogue. To train me to be a good submissive wife, he'd do things like tie me to a chair and leave me there all day, challenging me to stay quiet. And the new version is a little tamer, but it still keeps the sentiment.
Tone down.
So to train me to be a good wife, he'd do things like tie me to a chair. Okay.
I'm gonna go try that on my wife.
See how that works out.
Yeah, see how that works out. Oh man.
And eventually upgrade your Switch plan to a family plan.
My son wants one. So
I think the family plan's only like $5 extra, so
yeah, it's not bad. Yeah, and of course he told his grandparents first because they get him everything he wants.
So in Japan they're getting a Nintendo theme park, and I think I'm so upset that I probably won't get to see it hopefully ever, but like I will get to see it, but it's not on the coming soon list for sure. I can't wait to see pictures of the actual park though.
Yeah, it looks like it'll be cool.
The Sinking City, which we took a look at last week, HP Lovecraft horror game on the Switch, gets a pretty good score. It looks like a interesting horror game. Nicalis, who is a company I like from making Code of Princess and Cave Story and Blade Strangers, apparently has some bad management and a mistreated staff, so that's unfortunate.
Man.
Smash Brothers Ultimate dominates the Japan Game Awards.
Fair of course.
Enough. Burger Time Party is a remake of the old arcade game Burger Time.
Never played it.
Original Super Mario's came out 34 years ago. No comment on me having that game on launch.
I played the heck out of that game, man. Now, it was one before that, right?
Well, yeah, it was just called Mario Brothers, and it was more of a Donkey Kong style game. You just had one screen, and they were just jumping on these platforms trying to kick turtle shells around. Razer is making a gaming tablet that is a clear ripoff of the Switch.
Obviously.
I mean, it's a good design, so there you go. Have you seen this weird ring thing that Nintendo's advertising?
Yes, I've seen that. Like, oh boy, here we go.
Yeah, I'm gonna
all the peripherals, whatever you want to call them.
I will reserve judgment, but this for my heart, the Genesis Mini is, I think it's not out yet. I think it comes out this week if I'm not mistaken.
Mini.
But I gotta have it. Like,
you gonna get it?
I'm just gonna have it. It's gonna sit there unopened on a shelf, but I need to have it.
Yes, like 99% of your games.
Fair enough, but I mean, I have access to every Sega Genesis game ever made via a nifty little computer.
That's not the original color scheme. It's black and red. I thought it was black and gray.
So the very first model was black and red, and then they later remade it, made it a little bit less wide, and it was black and gray from there on. I gotta have it. I don't know why, but I gotta have it.
To be honest, the best game on Sega Genesis was Tasmania.
You know, I own Tasmania. I don't know if I've properly played it. I'll have to check it out now just because of that.
That game is fun. That's the first one my cousins got, and so we played the heck out of it.
Nintendo files lawsuit against ROM website offering nearly 300,000 Switch downloads and more than 500,000 3DS downloads. Well,
Nintendo don't play.
No, they don't. I respect it. I do.
Yeah, I respect it.
I'm not going to say I've never downloaded a ROM or 10,000, but I totally respect where they're coming from. To an extent, that's a whole different video where I talk about, should I download a ROM of the new Zelda Link's Awakening? No. But should I be able to download a ROM of Panzer Dragoon on the Sega Saturn, since there's no way to play it on modern hardware and I can't buy it from Sega legally anymore? Yes. So that's where my stance is. Like, if I can give you money for it in modern day, then I shouldn't be downloading a ROM for it. But if there's no other way to play it, I have no remorse. So
okay.
Bayonetta is leaving the Wii U eShop, not the Switch eShop, the Wii U, which is just a sign of, like, games are leaving the Wii U. It's time to move on from the Wii U if you haven't already.
Me and my son, we still play bowling on there.
There's this Wario Ware game on there that my family and I still play, where there's like a kind of a hide and seek game you play, and the person with the tablet is hiding and the person on the screen is trying to, like, find you. It's really fun. There's like a Pictionary game. There's some fun stuff on it, but
that's cool. It's
also hit a point where I have to unhook it, because there's just not enough room to keep it hooked up with everything.
There's not
else.
Enough room over
there.
Not enough room.
The more we play Streets of Rage 4, the more we like it. That's good news.
Great news. We still got to get River City Girls.
Yep. We'll keep it tentative. I feel like we ought to wait a few weeks and see if it goes on sale, since it's $30. But we do need to play it soon.
What's coming up? Black Friday?
Yeah, I think
Cyber Monday?
Yep. It's September. If we can just persevere Now I'll go ahead and put my bet on like Zelda's not going to get cheaper this year. Nintendo,
no, oh no.
Like you still have to struggle to find a deal on Breath of the Wild or Mario Odyssey. Nintendo does not price drop their stuff, but
Nintendo is proud.
Any non-Nintendo games, you got good odds to just wait a couple months and get a great deal on.
Black Friday and Cyber Monday. Those are my 2 favorite days of the year.
I need to start planning ahead so I can blow all my money. I think. Oh, cool! Japanese releases of Dragon Quest 1, 2, and 3 on Switch in English. That is very cool. The old NES ones.
Dragon Quest. Did I play that one? Yeah, I did play that one.
You probably played one of the newer ones.
Oh no, the 360.
Yeah, I think 8 or something came out. Cool looking 90s soccer game coming out. The people are still finding tricks in Breath of the Wild, which says a lot about the game.
Amazing. A bomb impact launch.
New Monster Hunter game came out in Japan. Give it up. That is, if you don't know that about Japan, they'll take days off work to play Monster Hunter. They love Monster Hunter.
Yep. Once again, Boone wanted us to get that game.
Yep. He's not roping me into the frozen tundra or whatever.
The frozen tundra. Oh boy.
Update your Joy-Con and Pro controllers as well as your Switch. Maybe that's why my Pro controller won't turn on my Switch anymore. Maybe I need to do something. Before we started this video, I'm telling you, I spent just being like real here, like 3 minutes just being aggravated at why my controller would not turn on my Switch even after I like manually turned the Switch on and the controller still wouldn't sync up with it. Plugged it into the USB port, still wouldn't sync up with it. Like, what's going on?
Yeah, they fixed the I had the drifting problem, and now I don't no more with the little update that I did.
That's good. That's good that they found a way to fix that. From a software, from a firmware, kind of thing. And
I don't even have it no more.
I'm ready to play you at some Mario Kart Tour if and when it ever comes out.
Man, you don't want none of this.
We'll see. I probably don't because you're gonna have to control it with the touchscreen. But
yeah, it's gonna be fun. I think it'll be fun.
Level 5 Snack World, rated by the ESRB. Level 5, the people that brought us Ni no Kuni, right? So.
Yep, Ni no Kuni. Yep.
So this could be good. And that is a wrap on Switch news for this week. So clearly Zelda is the big takeaway from this week that we're excited about. Well, good stuff as always. So join us again if I can find the Bearded Gamer next week. We will have
you will
yet another episode of Switch Topics. So thanks for watching, everyone.
Later.